damn. There's people here. Hi. Good lord. How'd that happen? It was at 1 2 seconds ago. Well, hi. Yeah, sorry, brain is not working. The thumbnail is currently a bit off. If you give me one moment, I'll switch back over to it. Oh, crap. Damn it. Yeah. There it is. This is what I'm supposed to be drawing. I've got a few different ones. There's technically more that I haven't started the sketches of. You can see them here on the sides. But this is what I was working on before. I have never drawn these two in my life, despite the fact that I've known them since I was like a toddler. As long as I have been an artist, I still have not drawn these two, let alone anyone else from the series. This will be pain. Especially because I am horrible at drawing muscles. Trying to remember how I draw crossed arms that happen to have muscles in them. Doesn't help that the musculature on these guys is a bit different-y. Oh, that's actually not so bad. I am complaining for no reason. And I lost them. That's fine. I don't care. Need to be able to see what I'm doing a bit better. Is the connection just that bad? Like, what's happening? Crap. I forget that when arms are crossed, they do this weird, like... So it goes in, and the other one's right there. So one hand ends up there, and one hand ends up, like, here-ish. Which means this needs to go in. But there's thick muscles there. Oh, whoops. Let's just move that. Okay, how do I fix this? And there's an easy option, and then, but easy isn't actually easy. Let's just do that, and I'll draw over it. Nope, not quite that high. Oof. I hate thinking about the anatomy of that. Elbows need to be out more. You know what? I'll just yoink it. There, that'll help. Oh, wait, wrong layer. Doesn't exactly move anything if the thing I'm selecting isn't on that layer. Forgot what I was doing. Just for a second. Just go in. We're going angular. There we go, that's better. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There I am. Should probably move that a bit. Not that part. There we go, that works. Feels a bit short though. Oh god, okay. I can't move the ref. I don't want to move the ref, but I can move everything else. Or maybe I can't. Wait, that's the wrong... There we go. I don't want to move that. You know what? Just... there. Now it won't be moved. because I need to make that longer, but I actually want it to show this layer. This is just the rough sketch anyway, it's not going to be the finished, so I can do that without much of an issue. Oof, not quite. Oh wait, I have a mesh tool. There we go, that's better. Gone again, that's fine. Oh god, no! Ah! I wonder how many of these people are the same ones. Might just be having connection issues. Regardless, not the talkative type, it seems. It is late. Well, it's not that late actually, it's not even 10 yet here. Now let's see if I can remember how other mothers? Jesus. Muscles work. Yeah. Fantastic. I was supposed to move. There we go. That's better. Just so I know where the chest actually is, where it ends. It really shouldn't be this hard to make crossed arms, but it is, especially when muscles are a problem. Maybe? I guess that can work. It's not like I'm looking for perfection anyway. This is, again, just the rough, not necessarily how it's going to end up looking in the finished product. That'll have to work for now. And then I guess I need the hands too. You know, I'm kind of glad I don't have hands with some of these other ones. I have hooves and blocks. I've got, if you hear me humming, it's because I've got music, because it helps me focus. I would play it for the stream, but it would very likely get me copyright stricken because it's just random on Spotify. That being said, in the future, if I can, I'll probably make a playlist specifically to play for the background of things like this, so it's not literally just silence besides me. I can only imagine how annoying that is. Okay, so that's there now. Debate if I should do more of the body or not. I will choose to do so. Because the other characters have all of their body, it doesn't feel fair to leave Goku and Vegeta as floating torsos. But also literally only like their breast and arms. Oh wait, crap, I didn't want the face. I don't want the face, because I have to change the face for Vegeta. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My stream health! No, wait, my stream health is fine. That's weird. Get out. Say, they're not that thick. Ugh, they're not that thin either, though. It feels wrong no matter what I do. Because Dragon Ball characters are very top-heavy, so they get thinner as they go down. From everything I remember about their designs, anyway. No. Yeah, that seems better, actually. That right there. I'm not gonna bother drawing the abs or anything, because it's gonna get covered by armor and cloth anyway. But I can go ahead and copy this over to the other side for Vegeta as well. I need to change the face for him, but having the same base body helps. Let me actually... do Goku first while I'm here. Go ahead and do that. And I don't think I'll struggle with his hair. I'll probably struggle with Vegeta's hair more than I struggle with Goku's. It's a very signature shape, so it should be a lot easier to get this nonsense. See all this spiky nonsense? It's so signature that one of his sons has this cut forever. I really helped myself by accident by grabbing a ref that practically exactly fits this angle. Finding one for Vegeta was much, much harder. The hair color still seems off, but it's what I'm gonna have to work with. I don't really need him to be that strong of an image there. Ooh, not quite that. Ugh. Little... Yeah. Oh no, too big. I did want it there. I'm realizing very suddenly that the reason I have this little, this nose thing I do very well may be because of these guys. And I never realized. Because, like, you see that? I do that all the time. I do that so much. It's ridiculous. I'll probably have to move his nose after I place it anyway. So I'll just... They have very button-like noses, but it's also anime, so I shouldn't be that surprised. I'm actually surprised they even have that little detail right now. You can see his nostril. I don't think I noticed that before. It's these kinds of things you notice when you're staring at it for like an hour. I don't think they ever... I wonder if I can find any art that actually has Goku's eye color, or if it's just black. Because my style shows eye color. Same thing for Vegeta. I'm gonna need to figure out if I can find an eye color for them anywhere, or if I'm just gonna have to go with black. Which, for some characters, you just kind of have to do that. Maybe it's stated somewhere, even if it's not necessarily in the manga or in the show. Or the games. Anywhere. The way they draw brows is so specific. They draw a lot of things specific. It's anime. I don't even... Every art style is a little bit weirdly specific. I'm realizing their ears might be a bit different. I'm glad I'm doing these separately. Oop, not like that. There we go. The interesting part especially is going to be doing this and keeping my style. Because I can only get so close without going so far by making them within my style. His nose is too low. There we go. Fixed. One of the best things about digital art is using the lasso tool. It is so much easier. Ooh. Look at that distance. How do I keep that? Whoops, I gave him glasses. Get away from there. Okay, let me think about this. It's pretty basic, like crescents, basically. This shape. But it's not always like that. Sometimes I'm more like Vegeta's over here when they're fighting. Super angular. See that difference? It's a huge difference. Oh god, what am I hearing? Get that out of my ears. Anyway. Okay, let me think. It's so much easier said than done, because I have to do this while keeping my style. But my style automatically sort of adapts a bit to the style of the thing I'm drawing. Especially when I have a ref right there. Whether I mean to or not, it usually emulates a bit. Not so much that it no longer looks like my art, but enough that it doesn't look quite right. Oh, nope. I'm gonna want to do that the other way. Nope, not there. A little too... Oof. I wonder if I should go with a different expression. I should. His eyebrows are triangles that go inwards, which is unusual for my style, but something I can do. Similar to Vegeta's, but Vegeta's are also still slightly more rectangular. Forgot what was over here. It's more sketch. Okay, this is also not good for my ears. Get rid of it. Pony song while I draw Dragon Ball Z. That seems appropriate. The problem is doing this while keeping his sort of goofy attitude. I mean, the smile alone will probably do that if I just keep that. Oh no, bad. There we go, that's a good way to translate that. Gonna have a fun time redrawing that when I line it later. I know it already. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet. I just realized, I don't know how old Goku technically is. I'm sure it changes throughout the various series. However you're supposed to say multiples of that. But I'm pretty sure this one this image in particular is from the original Dragon Ball after, or I guess Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball itself is when he was a kid. Or is it? I didn't watch all of it. It was so long ago that I've forgotten most of it. Dragon Ball was literally childhood, but because it was childhood and my memory sucks, I've forgotten a lot of certain things about various series within it. But I do know this version of Goku. The normal one that is within most of the anime. I'm not gonna include that. That is so not my style. Maybe. Maybe that'll work. Not quite that big. That is unusual. Oof. My hand is not straight. That's not the correct word, but there we go. That's what I want. Slight curve. It doesn't look right. Oof. A little too close to his nose there, but that's definitely closer to where I want it to be. Maybe right about there. Now his mouth feels too big in conjunction with the rest of his face. Let me just... I'll fix it. That looks stupid. But I guess it should look stupid. He's kind of goofy. He does be kind of goofy, so... Oop. Nope. There we go, that works. Now I just need to make a second eye and eyebrow. And then his hair, probably. This isn't bad. Not bad for my first time properly drawing Goku. Oof. Just a little, not, but it is, but it isn't. I don't say half of what I'm thinking properly. So it's a real problem. There we go. That's such an odd angle. Have I ever drawn a face at that particular angle? Because it's a weird one. It looks a little wonky. It doesn't look wrong when I flip it. It's just wonky. But maybe I'm staring at it too much. It's always a possibility. I could make it easier by... but I won't. I will not make it easier on myself. Why would I ever do that? It's not quite right. Yeah. There we go. That's better. We're just gonna yoink this. Low-key looks like Krillin right now, which is not my intention. I don't know why it's reminding me of Krillin. Because he definitely doesn't have that face shape. Maybe it's just because he's bald. Well, now it's Krillin. Whoops. I'll just... That's a bad idea right there. Okay. Now let's see what we can do about your hair. That needs to go down there. Fantastic. This is not bad. This is not bad. Oh, wait, he does have... Do they all have that? They might. That might just be a style thing. It might be specific to male characters as well, though. Because I know, like, this chin dimple thing and the cheek stuff is definitely a style thing, as well as all the detail in the ears, but, like... Oh, that's not an eraser. Hold on. Oh, God, I fucked everything up. Compared to, like, this line stuff, this... I don't know if that's a design choice, if that's purely a design choice, or if that's for male characters in particular, when it comes to, like, more human types. Because it's been a while. It's been a while. That I can include, though. I'll do that in my own style, no problem. Oh, whoops. Eraser's a little bit big. I don't want it to be that big. It really doesn't matter if I fill this in or not, because his hair's black anyway. And then it... Whoa. That's not gonna quite work. It needs to be smaller. Just by a bit. There we go, that'll work. And then it goes around and up. Whoop, not quite that much up. Let's go about there. Not quite. Goku. The start of Goku. Let's see if I can get his spikes right first try. Probably not. I might be able to get close, but not immediately. I really hope I can be heard and that I'm not just talking to myself here, which is entirely possible. Let me actually check. No, I should be translating. People may have also just muted it, though, which would be fair. Sometimes art streams are just good for the art. We don't want to do this from the other way. It curves a bit. Oop. Not quite that much. Oop. It's hard to do a little bit because of... You know what, that's not bad. I need to shrink it a bit, but that's not bad. Maybe actually that might be... Nah, that I do need to shrink that a bit. Just gonna... There we go, that's better. Moderately better. That goes in front of it, because his hair is just a little wonky. It goes all sorts of weird directions. And it only ever goes those directions, despite the numbers of times that people have tried to make it go some other way. It just don't work. His hair don't work that way. Saiyan hair refuses. That being said, drawing Goku with any other cut is completely bullshit. Same with Vegeta. It's a losing battle. I've got more curvature in mind, but that's just a style thing. The anime itself is much more angular than I am. I'll put the upper spikes on a different layer, plus these guys I want to get done first, but I need to make sure I can do that without... There we go. Actually, let me save this real quick. I have not saved in a while. There we go. Okay, where was I? Do I include the random strand? It feels in character, it has to be there. Same with that one. Maybe I should be drawing in a different color. Just so it's easier to see what I'm actually marking. At random. Boop. Shoop. Hit. Oh, that's not quite right. This is why it's on a different layer. It needs to go over this a bit. So, not that much. Not that much either. There we go, that's good. How long have I been streaming for? About an hour and a half. Good to know. Longer than yesterday. Nope. There we go. Shoop. Nope. Shoop. There we go. There we go. A little bit more angular than I'd usually go. But that's something I'll probably work through as I line it properly. There we go. There's that part. His bangs cover, almost cover his eyes a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, not that. I mean, I do want to mess with it a little bit, but I didn't want to turn it. Yeah, there we go, that's a little bit better. So you can actually see the brow there a bit. I guess you don't need to, though. Nah. No, let me mesh. Mesh helps. Mesh always helps. Because I don't want this corner in as much as it is. This needs to be up more. Might be down a bit. There we go. That's better. It's a small change, but it's a necessary one. And there's that. Perfect. Now I need the rest of his hair. And then I have to do Vegeta, because I prefer to do that before I start on his clothing. Because then I can work on the clothing at the same time as each other. That being said, Goku actually has more cloth to worry about than Vegeta does. Even though he clearly has clothes on his arms, it's skin tight. I don't really have to draw that. I could just leave his arms as they are and add the armor parts and the gloves as needed. And obviously, you know, where it cuts off here. But aside from that, I don't really have to draw for most of him. Anyway. The angles of this might kill me a bit. I'm gonna want to do this from the other. No, I'm not. Let's turn a bit. Uh-oh. Am I making mistakes? I think I'm making mistakes. Yes, mistakes. Let's be closer to, like... It's very close to where his cheek is. In terms of where that line hits his face. At least at this angle. I'm probably gonna have to finick with it once it's blocked out. Turns. It's a considerable arch, actually. Not quite. I am very particular. So if it seems like I am being too nitpicky about it, it's because I am. Okay. You shouldn't be this difficult. Big old blob of hair. Because it looks sharp. It looks sharp here, but it's not. It's pretty bulbous, actually. It's fine, though. And then there's this big guy. I definitely made this section too big. I will fix it in a... I'll fix it now, actually, while I still have the chance. You get down here. Oh, I can also fix that point there, actually. It's actually not as curved as I think it is. It's gonna be hell to redraw later, but I'd rather have a more correct angle to work with. There we go. That's too angular, though. Yep. Oh, whoops. I do want that point. Just so I don't forget where it's supposed to be. There we go. That's better. Ooh. Nah. No. There we go. Look at that. It's a Goku, probably. Ooh, don't do that. Let's just shrink it a little bit and turn it that way. Actually, I should probably leave it where it was, but I will shrink it. Just a tad. Feels too big. I'll put this last spike on a different layer just to be safe. Wow. That certainly works. Let me just do that. I have an @ Ah. That's why. Someone's doing a poll. Anyway. This does need to be shifted in terms of direction a little bit. Weird. So weird. Okay. There he is. There's Goku. Fantastic. Can't wait to struggle entirely on Vegeta here in like 2 seconds. Go ahead and get these all onto one layer. I might want to keep that separate, but nah. Boop, boop. Fantastic. Oh, I lost my pen. There, I'll do that real quick because I gotta step away. Okay. Be right back, as it says. And I'm back. Where? There's my pen. I lost my pen for a second. Stop. There we go. Hopefully I didn't forget how to draw in the matter of the, like, minute or so that I was up. The tablet I'm using to watch the chat is slowly dying. I think once it dies is when I'll stop streaming for the night. I don't know if I want to draw Vegeta. I feel like that will actually kill me. Then again, I also feel like Vegeta would kill me, so... It feels like drawing Vegeta, someone who would kill me, might kill me. Does that make sense? I feel like it makes sense. Makes sense to me. He has a much more angular face. Problem is translating that into an angle, because I couldn't really find good rest for that. Everything was either fan art or badly discolored in some way. This is like the best I could get that had the colors I was wanting. I would move on to, like, the ponies or something if it weren't for the fact that that would not actually be any easier. What to do. Vegeta intimidates me. As he should. Despite the fact that I'm pretty sure he's a short king. At least compared to, like, Goku. Then again, I think that shifts a little bit occasionally. It's hard to say. Whatever the case. I feel like this angle works well for Goku's grinning nonsense and Vegeta's looking down at you like the dirt you are. I am sorry. He has very strong brows. Comparatively. Like, look at these faces, comparatively. This is way softer. This is all the angles. And that doesn't really change throughout the series either. Goku will get harder if it's a fighting scenario, but Vegeta's basically always edges. Ow, I didn't need those bones. Jesus. That hurt. Anyway, where was I? Let's see. Wow. It looks like Goku, but it also doesn't look like Goku, and I think that's just his face. Because my style, of course, isn't quite the same as, I am horrible with names, but he passed recently. The creator, unfortunately. It's very sad to hear that. It was bound to happen anyway, eventually. I just didn't think it'd be so soon. But also, I don't remember how old he was, so. Might have been in, like, his 60s. I could very easily be wrong. Your hairline is so scuffed. You see this? Little triangle. Big ol' widow's peak. Like, goddamn. That is... He was cursed with that. He has to bear that forever. Because, again, Saiyan hair doesn't really change ever. You can see it in... I forget which of Goku's kids it is. It's either Gohan or it's Goten that has the same hair he does. Trunks doesn't change either. Trunks is a little more leeway because I think more of the human half, genetic-wise. My words are all out of order. Either way. He's cursed with this. He got this from his dad. He is cursed. Cursed to have a widow's peak forever. I might save Vegeta for another day. Not tomorrow or Saturday because I literally will not be home, but another day. Whenever I do resume streaming, maybe Sunday or Monday, most likely. One of those two. I'll set the stream date probably a day before, after, well, not a day, because if I do it Sunday, I'm getting back Sunday. Whatever. If I get back Sunday, I will set it as soon as I know when I would best be able to start streaming. You know what? Just for the sake of there being like a full day between them, roughly, between when I get back and when I can set it. I'll probably do it Monday, sometime Monday. A bit earlier than this. So everyone's not asleep. At least in my area. And then next time I can continue with Vegeta, and hopefully, if I can get done with him and Goku's outfit as well, then I can start on Fluttershy and Pinky. That being said, you in particular, person who's been here for a bit, let me show you the base sketches that I've got for the other ones. Because I have very few that I've actually drawn anything for yet. But here's the pony base I'll be working off of. I made all of these myself, obviously. They're sketched up. And then Minecraft. Alex is slightly slimmer, as she should be, based on the models. And then I have a very basic facing forward for these two. And that should be fine. I haven't done anything for the rest of the ones on here. Two of these are my own will be 4 of my own characters. But the other 2 will be fandom stuff as well. That being said, when I get to them, I'll probably change the thumbnail once the first three pairs are done with. And after that, it'll just be drawing my own characters anyway, so. That's what I'll do next. I'll do Monday. Is Vegeta. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh no! On Dragon Ball Z. Whoever you may be, I hope to see you next time. Not that I'll know if it's you necessarily, obviously, because you haven't said anything, but I hope to see you anyway. Better than streaming to no one. Kind of pointless if I stream to no one. Anyway, until next time. Goodbye.